Hi there, Cancer. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you could join me, and I really appreciate all of the love and support that I've gotten from you in the last year. So I just wanted to say thank you and put that out there. I am really sorry I didn't get to the Cancer full moon reading that passed in March, but a lot of stuff has come up. So I'm gonna pull a very special oracle card. I love this deck. It's one of my favorites. This is my go-to personal message deck. It's called the White Light Oracle. The messages are kind of long, so sorry, I know, she's reading. All right, you have, and again, just forgive me for constantly mispronouncing things. So it's a Beatitude of Sacred Rapture, and these cards are just so beautiful. This is number 29. Which breaks down to 11, which is it's a master number, it's the manifestation number, and it's a awakening number. So Beatitude of Sacred Rapture. Let your true self be seen. Search for the deeper spiritual purpose and opportunity for healing beneath conflict and suffering. If you have been in pain, this oracle brings a message of a joyful breakthrough. Your soul is growing stronger, more able to have faith and wisdom than in judgment or doubt. Commit to your spiritual path and know you are making progress, even if things seem more difficult for a time. Know that any such difficulty is part of your healing and that you will successfully move through it. Trust yourself. To feel that you are fully seen, loved, and recognized for who you are honors your true self. To be witnessed in such a state, truly beheld in all of your uniqueness, quirkiness, vulnerability, and strength is deeply empowering. This is how Spirit sees you. So when you connect with Spirit, you learn to love yourself and others unconditionally and become generous with your forgiveness. You are also less likely to be hoodwinked by ego. You start to see yourself and others at the soul level. When you are beheld, the need to behold arises. We need to bear witness to the sacred, to acknowledge what is true, which means cutting through the fog of illusion, deception, and confusion with the clarifying knife of higher perception. This is quantum power and pure vision. It empowers the viewer and also that which is viewed. Seeing from a position of inner spiritual truth, we look below the surface, which has an alchemical potency to set healing in motion. What vision of yourself or others do you either cling to or free yourself from? How might your choice either encourage or impede soul awakening? When life is tough, you can admire the courage it takes to grow. There is a compliment inherent in being allotted life challenges. If something big has shown up on someone's path, then the universe is basically saying that they are enough of a spiritual badass to deal with it. It's a vote of divine confidence. If you or another are battling something, you can choose to feel awe and respect rather than fear and despair. Rapture is a state of intensely pleasurable joy that lifts one into communion with the sublime and the sacred. It is not only a personal experience, but also a transfusion of divine delight into the collective soul of humanity. This is the kind of joy that is generous, soulful, without reason or agenda, and delightfully contagious. It is a wake-up call. It shifts any stubborn clinging to negativity. It refreshes the soul and nourishes the heart. It reminds us that every day is okay. Rapture is the astonishment, the sudden intake of breath in response to an inner realization of something beautiful and beyond description. It tears us out of our misery and despair and plugs us into an electrical current of enlightenment. The darkness is cleared in an instant. A beatitude is a blessing, the highest blessing. The oracle of beatitude of sacred rapture brings guidance that the beautiful healing truth of spirit is your reality. All else is a nightmarish misuse of imagination by the ego. When you sense spirit at work in your life, totally trustworthy and having your back, you are seeing clearly. When your hopeful heart feels empowered, you're in a zone of truth. Trust in those moments. Recall them whenever you can. Count all your positive moments and wins, no matter how inconsequential they may appear. Every one of them is a precious drop of divine nectar nourishing your heart. Allow yourself to see and be seen. And remember that even in the tremors, trials, and tribulations of human life, you are a radiant soul who is growing ever more luminous through the wisdom, compassion, and strength distilled through those experiences. Look for the light beneath all phenomena, and you shall know the peace and love that is with all beings always. Love those cards. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. For those of you who are brand new, my name is Becca, and I pull a 5-position spread. What is the recent past for my Cancerians? What is the recent past for my Cancerians? What is the recent past for my Cancerians? We have the 2 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. Interesting. What is the present situation? What is the present situation? The Emperor. Some of you may be dealing with an Aries or a Leo. Thank you. The Moon is the blockage. It's fear, confusion, and illusion. What is, thank you. The message from Spirit is the 10 of Swords. The potential outcome is the Hermit. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. That is you, Cancer, standing in your power. Victory, movement, and self-control. Okay. So it looks like in the recent past you had the 2 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. Now, this could be a union that is worth celebrating, or this could be one too many people in a union. Mostly I'm feeling like this is a union worth celebrating. In your present situation, we have the Emperor. This could be you taking control of the situation, or feeling like you have control of the situation, or this could be a lot of ego, right? Frankly, this Emperor in this card looks a little dumbfounded, and everybody looks more uncertain than anything else. Right? What's blocking you is some sort of fear, illusion, or confusion. The message from Spirit is the Ten of Swords. And for me, the Ten of Swords talks about mastery. Mastery of thought. Being able to control your thoughts, knowing what thoughts are good, what thoughts are bad, right? And the outcome is the Hermit. The Hermit talks about finding your divine path, but you have to go within and be introspective in order to do that. So let's look at this recent past. Please clarify the past. The Three of Wands, it's 2 threes. Please clarify. Please clarify the past. Thank you. The Page of Wands in reverse. And the Three of Cups. Okay, that's a lot of threes. The bottom of the deck, we have the Sun card. So there's something here that isn't being communicated. And it feels like self-sabotage to me. It's like we have this connection and I'm fearful and angry, irrationally so, about something. And so something happens while everyone's out. And it illuminates something. Maybe that there's an extra cup here, if you know what I'm saying. Please clarify the Emperor, the King of Cups, please clarify the Emperor. The Seven of Swords in reverse. The Eight of Pentacles in the upright and the Seven of Wands in reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Pentacles. So someone needs to make a choice here. Are they going to take this word self-deception? Okay. Are they going to work on it? Are they going to believe that someone else is working on it? Is really the main thing here. Are we emotionally mature enough to see how we're lying to ourselves and to actually work on that and accept whatever blame, right, that comes in? And this is your present situation. Look at the moon. The Ace of Cups. That bad boy has been coming out a lot. Please clarify. I just started redefining love. The Ace of Swords in reverse. The Four of Wands in reverse. Someone's not seeing this connection through self-love. And what I mean by that is self-love will protect you. It will protect you from getting hurt because that which is for you will be there in your life, right? there is an illusion here, and a lack of clarity and a lot of fear. And someone is seeking in the outside validation for self-love, right? You don't need validation for self-love. And making clear definitions for your boundaries is very important. More importantly is being able to communicate them. I just saw like a spilt cup of water and it running everywhere. Let's look at the Ten of Swords. Let's clarify the Ten of Swords. We have Judgment. Let's clarify the Ten of Swords. The Nine of Swords in reverse. And the Strength card. At the bottom of the deck we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a man of action, right? Could be dealing with a Leo here. Like there's a lion in this picture, and the Strength card talks about we also have the King of Wands. Lots of Leo is all I'm saying. So there is a decision that needs to be made here to end this. To go from the 9 to the 10 and trust that you have the strength to do it. Unpleasantness is unpleasantness, but I think the phrase of the next 3 months is this too shall pass. We have to remember that about both pain and happiness. And you have to be thankful for both because you wouldn't know one from the other. Please clarify the Hermit card. Page of Pentacles. I'm liking this energy. Please clarify. Thank you. The Five of Cups in reverse. I'm not going to take these two because that's too many. Bottom of the deck, we have the Death card in reverse. So this could be someone trying to come back in, but going within, healing, connecting with that soft, squishy side, right? And recognizing that these burdens, that you don't have to carry them all. You can pick and choose what burden you're willing to accept. And when you do that is when you can take that baby step, right? That very first step towards victory. Towards movement, but you have to be willing to move through the grief and realize that everything is going to end. Everything. There is nothing eternal here. Okay. So I'm going to pull a Mystical Shaman Oracle card for you. Just saw 1919. We have the Wind, number 63, which breaks down to 9. The bottom of the deck, you have the Seer, which is a 45, which also breaks down to a 9. And I'm going to pull a Spirit Animal Oracle card. This is a final message from my amazing Cancers. We have Starfish spirit, open to infinite possibility. Number 59, which breaks down to a 5, which talks about change. Okay, we'll start with the spirit animals here. Stretched out on the beach, the starfish opens fully to the rays of the sun, to the power of potential. As you look out toward the horizon, do you open up to infinite possibility? Spirit is the source of opportunities beyond your wildest imagination and ensures endless possibilities are available. At this time, Starfish Spirit urges you to stretch past the limits of your everyday perception and comfort zone, to dream of bigger things and imagine with even greater hope and faith, for a miraculous potential is shining down on you. Feel it, bask in it, and open yourself to be filled with inspiration. This is a very fortunate sign that Starfish Spirit has come to remind you of your infinite potential. The protection message. When cynicism says no, Starfish Spirit says yes 1,000 times over. Are you willing to entertain new possibilities? Are you limiting your goals in order to be realistic and cutting yourself off from the power of dreaming big? Let go of your rigid beliefs about what is possible for you and let Starfish Spirit inspire you to open your heart and your eyes to what Spirit has available to you. Now is the time to stretch beyond the familiar and unfurl yourself, for you are meant for more than you are imagining for yourself. Spirit wants the best for you and will support you in achieving whatever intention you hold dear. Beautiful. Then we have Wind, number 63. This is one of my favorite cards. The symbol of wind represents the element of air. It rules communication, thought, song, and inspired ideas. It also signifies change with qualities both positive and negative. The wind blows from each of the 4 directions, and there are different qualities bestowed by each. South, carrying a new sense of trust, helping you gently begin to discard habits and parts of you that are no longer needed. West, calling you to be more introspective, to a willingness to make final decisions and let go of attachment and ego desires. North, moving to bring your wisdom and strength. East, carrying clarity of vision and purpose. Whichever the way is the wind is blowing for you, the message which the wind whispers or shouts is a challenge. It may take courage at first to turn and face the wind, but you will find exaltation in moving toward it and receiving its lessons. When the spirit of the wind comes calling, it's a sign of change. Perhaps you need to change your mind about something. Perhaps an old way of doing things has become automatic, and now that you've gained greater clarity, you can make a new choice. Regardless of what the change is, you can expect to be understood and to have clear communication with others at this time. Ideas are solid, and the ship that is being called for is in the highest good of all. The medicine. When wind comes as medicine, you're being invited to recognize the value of chaos. Windstorms provide necessary chaos to clear the air and spread seeds so plants and trees can take root in new fields. Right now, it may seem as if your world has been turned upside down, but this is a temporary storm that will blow over. Perhaps communication has broken down between you and another, or your many to-do lists are overwhelming you. The medicine is to simplify, slow down, course correct if you need to, and wait out the storm to clean things up. Just know that all storms have great value if you can remain neutral during their course. Greater clarity and good things will come from it all. Remember, this too shall pass. Well, Cancer, that was your reading, and I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, I love you. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.